Welcome to Bank On It. I'm Kowalski Joyner, and this is
Shania Joyner, his wife. And what we gonna do today?
We was talking about post Valentine's Day.
And what else?
How we met.
Absolutely. So, hello everybody. We are gonna do a post Valentine's Day edition of Bank On It. I know I was supposed to talk about reading, but I was like, it was Valentine's Day the other day. My husband in town. Let's talk about how we met and get some comedy going on and some laughter. Because the last couple of episodes have been, kind of serious, but not too serious. So, you want to start?
Yeah. First thing first, we met through Al.
Okay.
And
who is Al to me?
Your cousin.
Okay. Alondre LaJuan Baker. He'll get mad if he knew I said that right now, but he'll be okay.
And we started talking over the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I was supposed to come meet you.
Uh-huh. You can't wait to get to that part.
And no. And you ended up in the car wreck.
No. You came and met me before. You came and met me at Sam's. You went out your way because we had been talking on the phone for probably about 3-4 weeks and we had never seen each other. And then you came out your way to come to Tallahassee, and we met in the old Sam's parking lot, which is now Walmart.
Okay.
The Walmart on the Walmart on Monroe, down by the Tallahassee Mall. So we met in that parking lot. Okay.
And you had that red strand of color in your hair, and I just couldn't do it.
You couldn't do what?
No, I couldn't do the color hair, and not when it's fire red. And
anyway, here's what really happened. He came and he met me. He went out his way to come see me because we had been talking for about 3 weeks. And my friend Curtisha Randolph was always experimenting with my hair. Curtisha, if you watching, you know that I was your test dummy. But you would do some good stuff on me, and then everybody would be coming talking about, oh, we want our hair like that, and da. Okay? So anyway, this was a ponytail. It's the truth. Tisha was fire with hair, honey. Tisha used to have lines and everything. Homecoming was everything for us. Both homecomings, FAMU and FSU. We would just have it laid out. Tisha be sleep on your head, but she gets it done, okay? But anyway, Tisha did a ponytail for me. And the ponytail was a cute ponytail. However, the ends of it was red. And it was like bright red. Like this much of it was red. And I'm not a color person. Everybody know I don't really like color. I don't like loud colors. But she just had to do this red ponytail on me. And when he saw it, he was just like, oh, I love her.
Oh, no. Oh, no. No, I
he was like, I love her. I'm going to marry her. And I was like, I love you too, dude. I'm going to marry you. What happened? That is what happened.
No.
That is what happened. That's what happened, y'all. He don't want to admit to it. He kept talking to me.
No.
He kept talking to me. You see, he's sitting here, right? Okay.
Now tell him, what did I tell you? And why did we really get serious?
Because I was in a car accident.
Well, that too. But I had Raven, and I told you, I said, I don't know nothing about raising a child, but if you'll help me, anything in God's power, and I'm able to get it, I'll get it for you.
Yeah, you did.
And that's when we really got serious.
Absolutely. And that's the truth, because when I met Kawhi, Raven was only 3.5 months old. Yeah. So I met him in March because it was his birthday month. I remember that. I met him in March. His birthday had already passed, and he had told me he had just turned whatever age he was back then. And and I remember that. But yeah, So that's how we met. We started talking on the phone. We talked for about 3 weeks before we saw each other. And then he finally came and saw me, and I had the wrong hair in. And when I saw him, he ain't telling all the story. So let's just go and tell the whole story. Because when I saw him, he had a whole lot of hair. He had like big locks of curls on his hair. Like y'all can't tell now because he shaves it all the way off. But if he lets his hair grow out, he looks like a dark Puerto Rican. It's really amazing. It's actually kind of funny. But he will not let it grow out no more. He just keeps it low because it will lock up on him. He get real big curls of locks, like real big curly hair. And when I met him, he was heavier. Everybody think Kawhi always been this size. No, Kawhi was a fat boy. He was a chubster. My sister can attest to that. He was a chubster because I remember when he came to the house, he was just He's always been super duper friendly. So when he came to my parents' house, he came and he was introduced himself, said hello to everybody. And my sister was like, where you going with Fat Albert? Did I tell you she called you that? Or you knew she called you that? She was like, where you going with Fat Albert? I was like, hey, he make me laugh. We gonna keep this thing rolling. And so he just warmed up to everybody. Everybody loved Kawhi immediately. And that's how I knew, okay, this might be something, because everybody loved him. My daddy was like, he country. My daddy just kept saying, ooh, that boy country. Ooh, he real country. Where you get him from? You know, and I was like, I met him through Al. That's how that's how we would always tell everybody. We met through Al. And that part is actually kind of funny, because he used to always come over to Al's house and stare at my picture, because Al had a picture of me on his fireplace. And he would stare at my picture, and Al would be like, that's my cousin. Al didn't like my ex. Al was ready for me and my ex to be done with. So he was just like, that's my cousin. You should holler at. I was like, I don't know about blind dates. And he was like, nah, that's your cousin. So he probably had been stalking my picture for about 6 good months. But Al would never tell me, because he knew I was still struggling with some stuff. But then I guess when Al decided that it was time for me to be over stuff, he decided to tell me. And Keisha was like, you should definitely call. You should let him call you. He funny. He hilarious. You gonna like him. He cool. I was like, I don't know about this. So here we are. We going how many years strong? 21? Together? Yeah. We've been together 21 years.
Married 17, almost 18.
Yep.
April 10th of next year will be 18 years.
Next year. This year.
Well, this year.
Yeah. So that's our little story. You know, one of the things that inspired me to want to do this is because I had actually posted a post the other week about love is never enough. You know, it takes way more than love. And the reason why I really wanted to talk about this is because I actually am always talking with people about, you know, like what's going on, and just trying to get an understanding as to why people think the way that they think, and how a relationship is never fair, just like life is never fair. You're going to always have somebody who feel like they're giving more than the other person. You're going to always have somebody who feel like they the peacemaker. You know, you're going to always have somebody who is always tugging. But, you know, you have to be able to talk to each other and communicate. You know, I like Kawhi. Me and my cousin Holly was talking about this the other week. I was like, you know, a lot of people they love their spouse, but they don't like them no more. And I actually really do like Kawhi. And shout out to Tanisha LaShawn Wood. If you are watching, Mitchell, because her last name is Mitchell, now she's married. If you watching this, shout out to you. And the reason why I say shout out to T is because I was in T's wedding. Everybody knows that T was my college roommate. And Kawhi didn't go with me to T's wedding because I think he had to work or something had happened that weekend. But he didn't go with me to that weekend. But T had the best wedding vows I think I've ever heard in my life. And her wedding vows was, I like you. And I was standing up in line, crying my eyes out. And because I had already been married for a couple of years. And I was like, dang, how simple that is. That is so powerful. Because love is not enough. You know, just providing and paying the bills is not enough. It just takes so much more than that. And when she said to Eric, I like you, it just made me put things into perspective. Love and like are two totally different things. I can love you all day long, but do I like you as a person? Do I like being around you? Do I like talking to you? Do I miss you when you gone? If those things are not happening, we got some problems. So I'm just glad that I like Kawhi. Kawhi makes me laugh, y'all. I probably get on his nerve because I laugh loud when he really say stupid stuff. He really makes me laugh really loud. He trying to sit here and act all shy.
I'm not being shy. I'm waiting.
But he's not shy, y'all.
My turn to talk.
So go. What you about to say?
No, I mean, I like you too enough to love you.
Okay. And what else?
But, I mean, the miles getting high. I need to trade you in. See if I can get a 2022. 2023.
See what I'm talking about? He gonna trade me in for what?
My grandbaby.
Oh, that's what we gonna do? Oh, okay. All right. See, I'm getting traded in already. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. Okay. But
I like you enough to love you, It's been rocky.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about that.
Relationship is not.
Yes, let's talk about that because so many times one day Kawhi told me people think we perfect. I'm like, they just don't know. He be wanting to knock me out and I be wanting to knock him out. Like for real. Like y'all just child. Y'all don't know. And then the other thing too is I was talking to one of my girlfriends and I was like, our first 2 years, I didn't think we was gonna make it. Like our first 2 years was hard.
Well, they say the first 5 years are the rough.
But it was our first 2. I don't know what I don't remember what transition it made us just realize that okay, we ain't gonna keep arguing like this. But our first 2 years were the hardest years of our marriage. And then it's like after those 2 years, everything just started just getting better and better and better and progressively better. Like we just started really communicating better. But those first, I'm telling you, what y'all see now, if you would have met us in what year we got married? 2004.
Yeah.
If you would have met us in 2005, you'd have been like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. They ain't gonna make it. True story. That's a true story. Now you can bank on that. Let's put the title in. You can bank on that. If you would have saw us in 2005, as young as we were, because we got married at 27, 28?
Yeah.
Under 30, you would have saw us in our late 20s when we got married. You would have been like, yeah, they're going to be in divorce court or somewhere real fast, okay? Because we just could not get along. It's like prior to the wedding, we got along on everything. It's like as soon as we got married, we didn't agree on nothing. He didn't agree on what I was putting Raven on. He didn't agree on how I was doing her hair. He didn't agree on I didn't agree on what he wanted to eat. I didn't agree on him being gone now for 10 days in a row. It was just a lot. It was always something different. But we ended up pulling through by just communicating, just talking to each other. And we started going to church. That was the other thing we had started doing, like on a regular basis. We started going to church on a regular basis. But this pandemic is a little different. My granddaddy used to always say, church lives in you, not you live in the church. So you can create things that will please God, and that's important. So, we still together. We still here. I guess he ain't going nowhere. He liked me enough. Holly, what you about to say?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Brittany wants to know, how long were you all together before you got married?
We dated for 3.5 years.
Yeah.
We dated for 3.5 years before we got married.
What? Go ahead, say it. Go ahead and say it. Because it was to the point where you had told me
I'm not gonna shack forever.
No, but see, the thing of it is, you told your dad first that, hey, it's something Kawhi wanted to talk to you about.
Did.
So me and your dad, we sat back and had us a couple of drinks, and he was like, it's something you want to talk to me about? I was like, nah, what you want to talk to me about? He was like, oh, I thought you wanted to talk to me about something. I was like, no, I don't want to talk to you. So
happened just like that.
And
let's talk about that, because let's talk about it. He bugged me about moving from Florida to Georgia, leaving my mama and my grandmama and my sisters and my brothers and all my cousins that were going to protect me no matter what. He made me move to Atlanta. He didn't make me move to Atlanta. I always wanted to live in Atlanta.
Tell the truth.
I always wanted to live in Atlanta. When I came to Freaknik to visit Al and saw how good Al was doing, I was like, I'm moving there. So I always wanted to move to Atlanta. However, when I started dating him, he was like, we spending a lot of money on phone bills, which is not a lot. And traveling back and forth. Oh my God. We were spending a lot of money because back then it was, what was the name of the plans where you pay per minute?
The prepaid.
No, it wasn't prepaid. It was the pay per minute. You basically unlimited nights and weekends. So you can talk unlimited at night. But in the daytime, which is when he was up and he riding and he want to talk to me and I want to talk to him, we just breaking all the rules. We calling and talking anyway. And he was paying $900 phone bills like it wasn't nothing. And I was like, dang, that's rent for some people. That's a lot. And back then, rent, a 1-bedroom, you could get for like $450, $500 in Atlanta. That's why a lot of people was moving to Atlanta, because the rent was always super duper cheap. And we was paying 2 people rent with our phone bills, because our phone bills were super duper expensive. Like, it was ridiculous. But I always wanted to move to Atlanta. So he didn't make me move to Atlanta. I just was like, yeah, these phone bills kind of expensive. And he was like, you need to move to Atlanta. So I moved to Atlanta. And I haven't looked back. I like Atlanta. He's tired of Atlanta.
Yeah, when you grow up here and know everything here, it's getting overcrowded now. So I just wanted to press start for pretty much that both of us could have went somewhere and started over from. I mean, granted.
We got a grandbaby now. We ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
That changes everything. We got a grandbaby unless they coming with us. So, and y'all saw her today. I posted a picture of her. Exactly. They don't need to come with us. They need to get their own space.com. But anyway, yeah, so we dated for 3.5 years. What other questions are out there?
There are no other questions, but there are some comments.
What's some comments, Gary?
Brittany, when you guys were talking about how long y'all had been together, she said, ooh wee, LOL.
Wait, which Brittany?
Brittany Turner.
Okay. Hey, Brittany Turner. How you doing,
Brittany
girl?
is tearing up the comments, actually. She also said, go ahead, Pastor. And then Sandra said, not you telling on Nisha.
Oh yeah, Nisha did say that. Nisha called my baby Fat Albert, baby, and she wasn't lying.
Yeah,
because he used to. And back then, that's when Fubu was out, and he had on a Fat Albert shirt, and that was like his favorite freaking shirt with Fat Albert on it with all this hair.
Oh,
I was just like, dude, you look like the guy on your shirt. And I don't care, I like this shirt. He would still wear that shirt and them pants, and I'm like. And I was like, please take that off. But he finally got out of the FUBU stuff eventually. So.
Okay, we do have a question now from Brittany. She says, so what happens when one person shuts down when they're mad?
You give them space.
Yeah, you got to give them
space. You give them space because I'm the one that don't hold a grudge. My husband is a grudge holder. And I love his family, but hell, I think his whole family grudge holders. Hey, y'all, if y'all watching, he got it honest, baby. He got it honest. I think all of them grudge holders. However, he's a grudge holder. I'm not a grudge holder because I'm not finna die and pass out because I'm mad. I'm just gonna give you your space, and then we're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna let it go. The one thing I can say that I feel like has been a good thing is that it's okay to agree to disagree. And we both realize that I don't have to like what you say. You don't have to like what I say. We're going to agree to disagree, and we're going to move on. Because if we keep talking about it, somebody keep getting mad and staying mad about it, it's going nowhere fast anyway. So we pretty much, we agree to disagree on a lot of stuff. Like I said, we are not a perfect couple. We just a couple that love each other enough to say, is that really that big of a deal? And the answer probably is no.
Yeah.
Because he get mad, he'll come downstairs, he'll go in the room, he'll shut down, and then he'll come downstairs and be like, what we eat? You just weren't talking to me 5 minutes ago. So I don't know. Rat poison.
Okay.
Them work too.
Sandra says, hey, do you remember when your daddy told me what the key to marriage is?
To whoop him. Well, he told you to whoop me every what?
Saturday. At 12 o'clock.
So yeah, I'm supposed to get a whooping every Saturday at 12. At what time?
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock, Sandra. My whoopings at 12 on Saturday at 12 o'clock is the key to marriage per Willie Earl Banks Sr. Okay, I'm gonna have him on here one day. He ain't gonna be this chill though, y'all. I'm gonna have to work that out. But I'm gonna have him on here one day because he already done said when I'm coming on the show. So we're gonna get him on here one day. That's going to be hilarious because I don't know what he's going to say. I'm going to probably have to go straight to YouTube with it because his mouth is kind of inappropriate. But that's my daddy, y'all. That's my daddy. Like I said, my husband being real chill right now. He ain't really saying a whole lot, which is cool. It's all good. So we'll see. Okay. Any other comments, questions? Jordan, what you want to say? What else you want to talk about? What else you want to talk about?
Nothing. Pretty much. Not much of nothing. I mean...
He tried to be real chill, y'all.
No.
I knew he was going to do this. But people who know him know this is not the norm. Him sitting back like this, being chill. This is so not the norm.
Well, Brittany is killing it with the questions.
Go ahead.
She wants to know, do you still date each other?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
We went on a date last night with our friends Shakita and Corey. Shakita called me and was like, we going to Nouveau tonight. I said, Kawhi about to fly in. I'm going to go pick him up. And we'll meet y'all there. And we went out last night. We didn't even do nothing for Valentine's Day. So this is a post-Valentine's Day show. Let's talk about that. He didn't buy me nothing. He called me and said Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And that was the extent of it.
But I was out of town.
And
I told you.
It's so many things you can do when you're out of town.
Yeah, but
that's a whole nother story.
I didn't know if I can go in edible arrangements.
Y'all, he don't know how to use his phone. He don't know how to do none of that stuff. So I have to hear about what he coulda, shoulda, woulda did. Okay? He don't know how to do none of that stuff. But he got a whole daughter who's 21 years old who he could have called and said, hey, make sure you get Nana this. But that's okay. I ain't mad about it. I sound like I'm mad.
Why? When you get the whole paycheck, you said, well, go worry about it.
I'm not mad about it, though. But that's just our norm. So I don't encourage nobody to do that, because if you love gifts, you got to make sure your husband or mate knows that you expect certain things. But I'm getting my house remodeled. That's my gift. So I'm not really tripping about a day, because I wanted my kitchen and stuff redone, and he's making that happen for me. So I appreciate that.
Okay, Brittany has 2 more questions.
All right.
So one is a follow-up to the previous question. She says, are your dates like planned dates every month?
No,
Not
we
really.
do a lot of stuff on spur of the moment.
Yeah, we do a lot of stuff on spur of the moment. Now we do a lot of stuff on spur of the moment. I think that when we first started dating, when we first got married, I think that our stuff was planned. Like we knew we were going to go out on this day or that day. But now with our lives being like they are, with the grandbaby and, you know, all this other stuff, we don't really plan nothing. If we feel like going out, we go out. We actually had tickets to the New Edition concert. I got somebody who buying those, hallelujah, because we have to go to Tampa this weekend for a funeral. So we do have planned dates. Like that was going to be our Valentine's Day gift, was, you know, the New Edition concert. Mm-hmm. But now that we've had death in our family, you know, we're not going to be able to go to the concert. But that's okay. There's another day. We'll figure it out. We'll go on a different day.
Okay, so Brittany,
what's the other question?
Brittany still has a question, but I think this question probably comes in line with the other questions. Jolanda wants to know who plans the dates.
Me. My husband is not a planner, honey. Sometimes you just got to know their strengths and their weaknesses. He'll pay for it, but he ain't no planner. He is not going to plan nothing worth nothing.
Not at all.
And he'll have me going somewhere that I don't really want to go to, and I'll be sitting there looking at him like, why are we here? So I plan all of them. I'm just going to be honest with you, and I'm okay with that. And then sometimes even like when my friends come in town, if they want to do something, you know, different, we'll figure out some stuff to do together. So yeah, I plan the majority of them though.
Okay, so Brittany's question is back up to her. She says, do you think it would work out if the two of you didn't like each other's parents?
Is that a trick question?
That's not a trick question.
I think it would work out if one person didn't like a parent of somebody's parents, or vice versa. But sometimes you have to know how to deal with other people, or how to not deal with other people, because you're not in a relationship with their parents.
Right.
You're in a relationship with that person. So have they shown you respect, love, affection that you need? Because if their parent has a problem with you, that's their parent issue. That's not really your issue. But the question is, how do you get past it? Or can you get past it? Are you willing to have an adult, mature conversation? Maturity is one of my favorite words. Are you ready to have a mature conversation about what's your problem with me? And how can we fix it? Because I don't want to have a problem with you. So if you don't like the person's parents, you got to be able to say, why don't you like me? And if they tell you something that you really don't want to hear, or something you think is not true, you either work on it, or you say, hey, I don't see myself like that. And if you see me like that, that's on you. That's not on me. So sometimes you just have to know how to deal. You have to know how to maneuver.
Yeah, because I had even told your parents, I said, man, if me and you divorced, I was still keeping them.
Mm-hmm. See what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's a whole nother story. Because, you know, my family loves Kawhi, you know, and his family loves me too, you know. We've been together for a long time, you know, so we don't have no issues like that. And I'm thankful for that, because not a lot of people have that. Grandma Polly is my girl. She come over and watch the baby while I work. So, yes, we good. We good. But that is a good question. That's a great question. Because you got to know how to still put your partner first in the midst of that chaos, because that can be chaotic and that can be stressful. But, you know, people got to know their position as well. I'm the wife, I'm not the girlfriend. You know, when the girlfriend, comments kind of come a little bit different, and the attentiveness to those comments is different But when you're a wife, you're equal parts. And you have to understand that, like, hey, we equal parts. Like, you, me, I'm you. Like, that's that. Ain't nothing else. Like, we're one person. We're one person. I'm going to tell him what's going on. He going to tell me what's going on. If I don't like it, I'm going to say, hey, I don't like that. If he don't like it, he going to say, hey, I don't like that. And we're going to figure out an answer together. We're not going to do stuff separate, because that's when chaos starts as well. So you got to always be thinking, hey, we function as one. So, because that's what your vows say. If you're religious, if that's what your vows say, you're supposed to function.
Also say obey.
You're supposed to function as one. Obey, I think we took that out of ours.
No. No.
I think I took that one out.
No.
I put cherish. I think I put cherish.
No.
He don't know. He don't know. He wasn't looking at me. Hell, he was looking at the pastor. And then the pastor, which was my cousin Pee Wee, told him, you ain't marrying me, you marrying her. And made him look back at me. And all he said was, oh. Well, and turned back and looked at me.
Well,
so
he also said... He also said, repeat after me, so I wanted to make sure I was saying what he said.
So, yeah, many moons ago. All right, go ahead, Holly.
All right, have 2 questions. So I'm going to start with this one. Sandra wants to know, is going to bed angry a bad thing?
Oh, Lord. Ask the person who go to bed angry.
I don't go to bed angry.
He probably don't, because he go to sleep anyway.
I'm going to sleep.
I don't think that going to bed angry is a good thing. I think that going to bed angry is really not good, because anything can happen. And you don't want that mental space taken from your sleep. Because when, I know for me, like, that's why people always like, he don't like that I don't watch scary movies. I don't like scary movies. I just don't care for them, because they make me think, what if something was to happen? Like while I'm sleeping, or what if, I can't get up because I'm just horrified already. So, but anyway, I just like to go to bed with a clear mind. That's just my own thing, because I need all 6 to 8 of them hours, because I already don't, everybody knows I'm a vampire. I don't sleep like that. So I just don't like going to bed with cloudy judgment or trying to figure out, still thinking about stuff. I don't like to do that. But is it a bad thing? It depends on who you ask. It depends on who you ask, because some people can go to bed and be pissed off and wake up like nothing's wrong, or wake up still pissed off and they slept good. Because he sleep regardless. He don't care what happened. Trust me, we done had some stuff happen in the last 6 months, and I'm like, you sleeping? And he be knocked out, and he be done did some stuff, and I'm like, I can't believe he slept like that. So yeah, so.
Okay, question from Tank says,
oh, Tank on here. Hey, Tank. T-A-N-C, Tank.
Yep.
Hey, Tank.
Maybe I shouldn't have said his name, but he wants to know, how do you deal with a wife who has a strong personality?
Tank, Tank, you should have called me personally.
That's why I shouldn't have said his name.
Yeah, that's a good one, Tank. It's pretty much, let her have her way, or at least talk about it anyway. I mean,
you don't let me have my way. Sometimes you don't let me have my way.
Anime, just eat the cake. Just eat the cake, Anime. Just eat the cake.
Whatever. How do you deal with a wife with a strong personality?
I mean, you pretty much get your way anyway.
Well, that's true. I'm gonna figure it out though. I contribute.
Yeah, somewhat.
Ah, shit. Uh-oh. I ain't supposed to say it on Facebook. I'm sorry, y'all. I said a cuss word. Sorry. I don't contribute.
You do.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say, honey. Yeah. How do you deal with a wife with a strong personality? You let me have my way. That's your answer.
It's better than pushing you down the flight of stairs.
Well, hey, you do that. I got a cousin named Delmar who come look for you, buddy.
We'll help look for you too. So yeah.
So I guess that's how he deal with it, Tank. It's better than pushing me down a flight of stairs. He ain't pushing me down no flight of stairs yet, so.
And Tank says, that's what I thought.
Tank say that's what I thought.
We gonna be old and gray till our last day.
He ain't pushing me down no stairs yet, so I guess we good to go. We good to go around here.
Old and gray till our last
What time is it? All right, y'all. So I just want to say I love this man, y'all. He love me too. We probably will be together forever.
Old and
that's
gray
the plan
to
anyway.
Our last day.
That's what he say. So if I ever go missing, y'all know who to look for. But I ain't gonna go missing. He loved me too much. But I just want to thank you guys again for being on our post Valentine's Day edition. We just wanted to come on and lighten the mood some and talk to you guys about how we met and answer whatever questions that was out there. And next week we'll get back to those serious topics that require research and things of that nature. So I'm probably gonna do my reading session for next week. But I just want to thank you guys for supporting me. I got 500 followers. I didn't even know I knew 500 people. That is amazing. Like, who does that in 3 weeks? Like, I'm just happy that you guys like me enough to follow my page. So thank you guys, because I feel like this is a good thing. We talk about good stuff. I try to make it fun and interactive. So I just want to thank you guys for being a part of Bank on It. Okay?
Follow your YouTube.
Follow my YouTube. Thank you. Bank on it. Bank on it. Bank on it. Bank on it. Also on YouTube, I am available for speaking engagements. I am available for mentoring girls or boys. Anybody who's trying to figure out what they want to do with their life, I'm available for that type of stuff. Okay? I do workshops. I also make sure I cook. If y'all want some little quick recipes, everybody know I can cook. I'm not like one of them fly-by-night cooks, no ma'am. I got a grandma who's 94 years old who still stir up cornbread dressing, okay? So I know how to cook because I got it from her and my mama, okay? And my daddy can cook too, believe it or not. My daddy can cook too, even though, sometimes he do the most, but he can cook as well.
You know the drill.
And he says that on his voicemail, and Kawhi says it. He says that mess to me all the time, and I can't stand it because it sounds just like him. So, what did he say, Kawhi?
You know the drill.
That's on my dad's voicemail. He don't never answer the phone, but his voicemail says, you know the drill, and it hangs up, and that's that. So anyway, again, thank you guys for following us on Bank on It. Please check out the YouTube channel. We are out. Bye.
See y'all.
Thank you. Good night.